Well, hello guys and gals, and welcome back to another edition of The Hunter with me, Mr. Moose. And today we are on Hirschfelden. As you can see, we are amongst the Canadian geese here, so that we can do a little geese hunting. And we'll get to that here shortly. But the real reason I wanted to do a quick video for you guys today is because there's a new aspect of The Hunter. And you probably hear some little noises going around. Well, that's because I got a hunting partner now. And it's not Landy Kid. It's this little girl right here. It's my new puppy dog. They have added dogs into the Hunter. That's right. Labrador Retrievers have been introduced into the Hunter as of today. And I went ahead and got me one because you couldn't hunt birds without one. And they're fully functional. They start off as like a level 1 dog. And through doing commands, you train them up. They increase in XP. They get better and better at what they do. And they fetch birds for you. They come to you. You can get them sit. Well, I'll just pull up the GUI for the interface for them. And as you can see, here are a list of commands that you can do. You can have them come to you, stay, sit, lay down. If you're in the blind, you want them to jump in the blind with you. You can tell them to get in and out. And then, of course, you can have them fetch a bird for you. So right now, I've got my puppy dog just laying there. I've got her in stay mode, so she'll stay. But, you know, you can get her to do a ton of things. It's very cool. It takes a little bit of time to train your dog. Now, I'll go over the different levels of the dog and things like that for you and explain it to you if you're interested. So pay close attention. The dogs are on sale right now. So let's go over the dog itself. There are 6 dogs available right now. There are 2 blacks, 2 chocolates, 2 yellows. And of course, there is a male version and a female version of each. So those are your 6 dogs. Either a male or female chocolate, male or female black, male or female yellow. Now, Landy Kid went with the black male, and I've got the chocolate female, who I've appropriately named Dixie. And as you can see, up in the upper right-hand corner, Dixie is now level 9. She is 1,085 experience out of 1,229. There are 50 levels that you can level your dog up to. Now there's some geese coming in. I'm just going to crouch and see if I can call some in because I'm not in a blind. And I'm really not that worried about the hunting as much as I am just showcasing the dog for you guys today. That's my whole purpose of the video. And I'll probably keep it kind of short. Just enough to showcase the abilities of the dog. So we get these guys to light up. Us laying out here in the field like this, probably not going to get them to turn, but oh, yep, they're going to turn. They kind of glitch a little bit right there when they're going to make their way around, and you can see that they're going to actually turn and come in on you. So maybe we can put one of these guys down on the ground, and that way I can show you the dog's ability to go fetch right off the bat. So these guys are coming in hot. Oh, what I missed. There's one. Okay, aim a little lower. Oh well, I got one of them. Oops. Hit the wrong button to get out of that. Alright, so you can see right over there where the orange is. That's where my goose is down. I'm going to tell my dog to go fetch it. To do that, I just hold the V key down and I tell her to fetch. And she's either going to listen to me or she's not. Now, down in the bottom left-hand corner, you see a question mark. Now, my dog's not fully leveled up, so right now she doesn't always understand the commands I give her. So I'm teaching her. I'll give it again. And down in the bottom left-hand corner, I'll see a question mark again. She's still not really sure what I'm telling her. So let's try one more time. This time I got an exclamation mark. And that tells me that she understood. And she ran over. She fetches the bird. And she brings it right to me. How about that? Good dog. Very good, Dixie. And so I can collect my goose that I just shot. And she's just kind of wanders around. She usually stays right in front of you. So if I turn over this way and take a step, she's going to end up walking over here and getting over in front of me. And that's kind of the way it is. Now, to level your dog, you're going to go ahead and you're going to equip it in your inventory slot. They've made a special inventory slot now for your dog. You can see that she's equipped right here. And then up in the top, you get a clothing option for your dog, actually. You can put a collar on it. And there's 6 collars again available for regular purchase. And then there's this special edition leather collar that if you act like this week and get in it, this is an exclusive collar that you get for being one of the first people to get a dog. So I went ahead and got it today as well. So you put the collar on it. You get, there's 6 different other collars that are multicolored. You can get like a pink or a yellow or blue, red, stuff like that to put on your dog. And then eventually there's going to be another slot here that you can equip. No one's really sure what that's going to be yet. I'm thinking it's probably like a little hunting vest or something like that that you can put on them. But for right now, it's just the collar. But again, in your equipment, you would drag your dog over and put it into this slot, and then they would be available to hunt with you. So once your dog is equipped, then you're going to start leveling it up. And leveling it is just basically giving it commands. To get mine to level 9, basically all I did was came in here, shot birds, and had her go chase birds down. I did give her a few commands like, you know, come or sit and stay, telling her to get in and out of the blind, things like that. Every time you give her a command and she follows it, it gives her a little more experience. So as you can see, I'm at 1169 now. So I got a little over 100 points experience for having her fetch that one goose for me. And so, but now the one thing about commands is every time you give your dog a command, it stresses the dog out a little bit. Think of it as mental fatigue. So you lose a little bit of your dog's stamina. So if you look up at the bar in the upper right hand corner, it says my dog's name, the level, the experience, and then under that it says refreshed plus 200 XP. There are 6 levels of stamina for your dog. There's refreshed, which is top tier. Below that is rested. Under that is okay. Under that is tired. Then you go to what's after tired? Winded. After tired is winded, and then finally you just get pure exhaustion. Now each level of fatigue, as you drop down, decreases the amount of XP your dog can earn. So right now she's earning 200 XP for every time I send her out to do something. Now when she drops down a level from refreshed to rested, she's going to drop from 200 to 175 XP. When she goes from rested to okay, she's going to drop down to 150. When she goes from okay to tired, she'll get down to 125. When she gets winded, she'll only receive 100% XP. And then if you exhaust her out, she'll only get 90 XP. Now, she'll still work for you in exhausted, but she's not going to respond as much for you. And if you just completely exhaust them, they'll just start ignoring you until they've rested up a little bit. So, you know, when I first got my dog out and started level 1, I came out here, I ran her all over the place. I got her all the way down to exhausted, and then I had to wait for a while to get her to come back up to refresh. Now, how did I do that? Basically, I left her alone. I let her run around in the game, and it takes about from exhaustion to get her back up to refreshed. It took a little bit about an hour in game. Now, I'm not saying an hour, I'm saying an hour in game. So for every hour in game that I sat with her and just let her run around while I shot birds and collected them myself, she would gain back a level. So she gradually came on back up to refreshed. It didn't take as long, it seems, to get her from rested or from okay to rested to refreshed as it did to take her from exhaustion up to okay. It seemed like it took an hour to get her from exhaustion to winded, another hour to get her from winded to tired, then another hour to get her from tired to okay. And then after okay, it maybe took like 30 minutes to get her rested and another 30 minutes to get her back up to refreshed. So if you do get the dog, don't push them too hard, because if you do, you're going to end up having to sit around and wait forever to get their stamina back. Couple of things I'll point out to you that I learned the hard way. Anytime you give your dog a command, it's going to take away from their stamina. So if you think, well, I want to rest my dog up, I'm going to tell her just to lay down. That actually is taking away from the stamina. Don't think of the stamina as their physical stamina. Think of it as their mental stamina, because they really don't fatigue physically. They fatigue mentally from all the commands you give them. They really should change the language a little bit. Instead of saying my dog is, I think most of the wording is good as far as refreshed and rested and okay, and even tired is fine. But where they mess up is by winded. Winded is a physical state, not a mental state. So I really think they could have said fatigued, you know, or something like that. But and then the last one, exhaustion. Yeah, we got you on that one. So I'm going to tell her to come join me in the blind right now. And to do that, I'm just going to say, get in the blind. And she heard me, so she's going to come on over here. And she just gets to the wall and magically appears inside the blind. Sometimes she glitches and doesn't actually get in. They still got to work out some of the bugs on this. You see, she's not completely in. She's trying, but she's not in. I'm going to give her one more command, and that should get her right on in. Yeah, there she is. So now she's going to be inside the blind and just hang out with me. Now, I will say, I haven't had any problem with the dog being out of the blind and spooking birds. Maybe it's different for hunting ducks. When I watched the live stream on the initial part of this, they all had their dogs in the blind with them, and religiously, but I haven't really seen a need for it, because hunting geese, the dog doesn't seem to spook them one bit. So I typically keep her. I've been just letting her run around and not do anything other than just send her to fetch, because again, the command to have her come in here fatigues her, and I'd rather fatigue her chasing a bird than I would having her jumping in and out of the blind. So I got some more geese coming in here. Let's see if we can line up a couple of shots, collect a few, and oh, that turned on me. Oh, I got some feathers. There's one. Yeah, kind of messed that one up, but I did get a hit, so I'll be able to show you guys her fetching again. So I'm just going to come out here, and I'm holding the V key down to interact with the GUI. Once I do, I just hit the fetch button, and off she will run if she likes the command. She didn't hear it. Now, one thing I will say about fetch, give it a second. I've noticed that I'll tell her to go fetch, and she'll just kind of stand around, and I'll get the question mark. But then if I wait a couple of seconds, she'll take off. And so just kind of give the dog a second, and then tell her to go again. And a lot of times they'll actually go fetch the bird. Looks like I got another one out there. Maybe it's one I shot earlier and missed. So I'm going to tell her to go fetch one more time and see if there's actually a bird out there. Oh, she's going for it, so it does look like I had one more out there. She'll cover a pretty good distance. I had her run earlier. I shot a bird that fell way over there, over the hill almost. And I sent her. I couldn't even see the mark. I just knew the bird had fallen over there. And she took off and got out of my sight. I couldn't see her. And eventually she came back and had the bird. And I actually saw the little red halo appear before I saw her appear again. So, but very cool. So I've had her get in and out of the blind, and I've done a couple of bird fetches with her. And that will have her XP now up to 12, 21, 5. So the next command I do, she's going to level up to level 10. So hopefully I get another bird here pretty quick and get her leveled up to level 10. Now, the first few levels go pretty quick. They jump right on up there. You know, like fetching one bird. When I was at level 2, I went level 1 to level 2 pretty fast. Then I had her fetch a bird while she was at level 2, and the one bird got her to level 4. So the leveling goes quick in the beginning, and then it progressively gets harder and harder and harder to level. Now there are, in addition to leveling and going like up the levels of 0 to 50, there are sub tiers as well underneath it. There are 6 categories of loyalty that are associated with the dog. And those are like, you know, focus and things of that nature, stamina, things of that, like that. Those tiers, there's like 8 levels of those tiers. There's no tree that you put points in or anything. It's just something that trains as your dog levels up. And then there's also another sub tier of 6 levels that are specific to the retriever class dog. And I'm guessing eventually they're going to put other breeds of dogs in. Maybe like a more robust hunting dog, like a beagle or a bloodhound, for doing like tracking for game hunting. But for right now, it's just retrieving dogs. Now the dogs are only good for bird hunting right now. So if you're duck hunting, geese or pheasant, the dogs will hunt with you, and they'll take care of that, and they'll fetch for you. The developers do plan on implementing rabbits as well. So I got a couple of birds here. There's one. I kind of let that one get on the run. But there's my level 10 bird. So let's go ahead and give her the command to fetch. Oh, come on. Don't be hard-headed. And she's level 10 now. And she never did go get the bird. Come on, girl. Go get the bird. I think she was going to go after the first command, and I rushed that follow-up. She is just being hard-headed. Come on. Fetch the bird. Give her a second. And now she's going to go get it. Which is weird. Well, no, she turned her nose at it. Come on, go get it. Now she says she understood that one. Yeah, she's going for it now. I know, I could have walked over there and got it, but I don't level my dog up if I don't, so I'm trying to make sure I level her up. So that's my whole thing. Now, once she gets tired, I go out and run around and grab all the birds myself. Now that I got her up to level 10, I'll probably be a little bit more selective in what birds I send her for. Like the long birds I'll send her for, and the stuff that's up close I'll fetch myself. So that's the basic overview of the dogs, and again, you have the different commands. I'll run through them real quick just so you guys can see how she reacts to things. So if I tell her to come here, she heard me, she'll come right over here. There she is. Now, if I want her to sit, I just tell her to sit. And she stood back up. Tell her to sit again. There you go. You can tell her to stay. She didn't understand that one. Stay. There you go. If I wanted her to lay down, I would have told her to lay down, but she usually when you tell her to stay, she'll lay down. And then of course you saw get in the blind, fetch, and come here. So you've seen all the different commands. And so that's the basic overview of the dog. The modeling on them is outstanding. They did a really good job. If you get down here up close and look at them in the face, they're just really well done. Really happy with what they've done with the dogs. They make all kinds of different noises when you're with them. So it's kind of cool. Look, this is broken. I didn't even have to call them. So we'll take a couple of more shots here. And then I'll tell you about the price structure on the dogs and how to get them and all that other stuff. If you're interested, you can go check it out at thehunter.com. Boy, I messed that up big time. You see those birds bump into one another? That was kind of crazy. Alright, so the price on the dogs, this is the deal. Everybody thought they were going to be really expensive when they announced they were going to come out. But for me, I think they're very reasonably priced. I have read some people in the forums complaining about the price. But they are basically, you buy your dog. It's a one-time purchase. You don't have to purchase food or anything else like that for them. So it's a one-time deal that you pay for. And it's 1,000 EM points in the game. Now, if you remember my other videos, EM points are points that you buy with real money. So the equivalent is about $9 is what the dog costs in the game. So it's $9 for the dog. Now, right now is an introductory offer because the dog is brand new and they're putting it out there for everybody to get. They're selling them 20% off. So instead of being $9.99, which I told you it was 1,000, they're $9.99. Instead of being $9.99, right now they're $7.99, and that gets you the dog and your choice of color and sex. But now, don't buy the dog. If you go ahead and buy it this week, I would advise you not to buy the dog itself. Go into the bundles package and buy the dog in the bundle, because what you get in the bundle package is you can get your dog, and if you're acting this week while the limited edition collar is available, you can get the dog and the collar for $7.99. Me, I bought the dog and then I bought the collar, which I paid $100 and I want to say it was $150 for the collar. Because I didn't know about the bundle, and I just happened to look today and see the bundle offer, and so I'm like, oh, I got burned on that one, so I lost $150. But always check the bundle section before you purchase anything in the game. But check it out. Like I said, the dog is $7.99, which means on sale for $7.99, that's like $7 if you figured it out. If you sat down and you spent $43 to buy 5,000 EM points to spend in the store. Well, if you go in, you take that money and you divide it out, that's like 8 cents per point, something like that. You do the math. It ends up being $7 at 799 EM. It ends up being right around $7 for your dog. And normally it would be around $9 if you were paying the full price on it. So pretty good value. The collars are 99 points. If you want to buy the colored collars, the leather collar that is the limited edition, it's like 152 points. But again, buy the dog and the collar together right now as a bundle, and it's the same price as just the dog. So, but that's a limited time offer. You'd have to act this week on that. All right. So anyways, that's the whole thing with the dog. And, so if you guys want to take advantage of that, check it out in thehunter.com. If you like to bird hunt in the game, they're definitely worth it because they will take care of all the fetching for you. And like I said, the whole get them in the blind thing, look, you can't even see her laying out there in the grass right now. There's absolutely no need to put her in the blind with you. I ended up buying an extra blind today so Landy could hunt with me, because the one thing I will tell you is the game allows you to have 3 people in a blind. And they count the dog as a person now. So for Landy and I both to hunt together with our dogs in the blind, we would have to have 2 blinds. But after hunting, I really don't see the need to have the dog in the blind. I hate when they get tight like that. I can't even get an angle on them. Boy, I hosed that shot. I don't even know how I missed that second shot. But anyways, I'm focused more on talking about the dog than I am actually on shooting. And I did that on purpose. I really just want to talk about the dog. So anyways, check it out. I put some feathers out on that one, but I didn't actually kill it. But anyways, check it out, thehunter.com. I think you'll like the dog if you play anywhere on any of the waterfowl. The nice thing about the dog also, if you're duck hunting and you've played over on the duck hunting, the Rougarou swamp, if you played there, you know there's some areas with some really deep water, and if you shoot a duck over the deep water, you basically have to wait for the duck to float over towards shallow water for you to go get it. Not with the dog. The dog can actually swim in the water. So if you do shoot something in deep water, you can just cue the dog. It'll swim out there, fetch the bird, and bring it back to you. So really cool for duck hunting, as well as the geese hunting. Pheasant is fun with them, but I'm really looking forward to doing the rabbits with them, because you can take your 22, pop a rabbit at distance, and send the dog to go get it. Now, the rabbit function is not available right now, but it is coming. As far as bird hunting, if it's you and a friend that are hunting together and only one of you has a dog, your friend's dog can collect your birds for you as well. So that's something else that I thought I'd point out to you guys. So there's the gist of it. It's hunting with a dog in the Hunter, and I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, go ahead and like that for me. And if you want, subscribe to the channel. I do a new video every day, mostly farm sim stuff, but I do put in things like the Hunter as well. So check it out, and let me know what you guys think of this. And of course, comment below if you have any questions. Comment, and I will definitely be happy to answer any questions that you have. And of course, you can get all the information about these new dogs at thehunter.com, and you can read all about them. So thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed the video. Hope you get you a dog and get out and do some hunting. Until tomorrow, I'm Mr. Moose. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.